friends, welcome to Situ's Biology and Creativity. Today our topic is about brain, which is a major organ in our human body. By that organ only our daily functioning is going on. Means under the control of our brain we are going to do all the things in our daily life. Let's see what is brain, where it is located, and what are the parts are mainly playing major role in the brain. Let's start. So actually the brain is an amazing organ which is going to control total our human bodies, and it is about 3 pound organ weight. Means it is going to bear about 3 pound weight, and it is also going to control the all functions of our body. What are the regular functions and the what are the regular functions are going on in our daily life or under the control of this brain only. This brain is going to interpret information from outside world. Means it is going to take the information from the outside world and it is going to embody the essence of the mind and soul. Means it is going to send a reaction to us to react to that response what is going on outside of the world. That is the main role played by the brain. Intelligence, creativity, emotions and memory are a few many things governed by the brain. Means our once wants intelligence of our human body, and creativity what we are going to create to things, and emotions what are going to circulate in our body, and memory means the information or the things are going to be storage in our memory. All those activities, all those many things are under the control of this brain only. Actually this brain is protected within the skull. Means this skull is going to protect the brain. It is going to be covered the brain. The brain is actually composed of, means it is going to be, means how this brain is made up of, what are the components are going to be present mainly in this brain. Means the cerebrum, cerebellum and the brainstem. These are the three main components which are going to be made the complete brain organ. This is a basic information about the brain. The brain is one of the largest organ in our body. Means in our body different organs are going to be present, like kidneys and liver and uterus, nothing but and urinary bladder, like stomach, like different organs are going to be present in our body. Compared to all those organs, the brain is the largest organ in our body, and it is going to be act like a most complex organ in the human body. And it is not the simple organ, it is going to play a major role as a complex role in our body. And it actually the brain is made up of more than 100 billion nerves. Means in the brain more than 100 billion nerves are going to be present. Means why these nerves are going to be present in the brain, means these are going to be communicate in trillions of connections called synapses. Nothing but the it is going to communicate each other. It is going to form something network like functioning is going on with these nerves which are going to be present in the brain. This is a major role played by the nerves which are going to be present in the brain for performing the synapses function in our body. And this is the structure of the brain. In the human body and in the human heads, the brain is present or situated in this way. These are the different parts which are going to be present in the brain. I already said that the brain is mainly composed of the three parts that are the cerebrum, cerebellum and the brainstem. In this I will show you where this cerebrum, cerebellum and the brainstem are going to be present. This is the cerebrum. This part is the cerebrum, and this one is the structure which is going to be appear like a stem is known as the brainstem. And the brain also contains a different lobes. This in the next slides I am going to say you what are the main structures are going to play a major role in the brain. Let's see. And actually the brain also receives means from where the brain is going to receive the information from our body. Means actually I already said that in the previous videos of my channel that the sensory organs are going to be promote the signals of from our body to the brain. So here the brain receives the information through five senses that are nothing but sight, smell, touch, taste, and the hearing. These are the main senses which are going to be transfer the information to the brain. Now, for sight through the eyes, for the smell through the nose, for the touch through the skin, for the taste through the tongue, for the hearing through the ears. These are the different organs are going to play a major role for transferring the information from our body to the brain, and it is going to assemble some message in a way that has meaning for us. Means if the brain sends any message to us, means it has something meaning in it. Without the meaning, the brain cannot send any message to us, and it also store the information in our memory. For example, in the previous day we ate something, got one of the curry, but in this day, yesterday we ate, for example, we ate an apple, but today we can say that yeah, yesterday I was ate the apple. For which sake we are going to say that, means the brain is going to store that information what we was done yesterday. That's the main thing played by the brain in our human body. And the brain is also going to control out our through memory and speech movement of the arms and legs. Means it is going to be control the thoughts what we are going to think. That is also controlled, means our thoughts are also be under the control of the brain. And our memory and the speech, what we are going to store in our brain, that's memory is also be under the control of the brain. And our speech, what we are going to talk now, I am going to explain this now, right? Present what I am going to talk is also under the control of the brain only. And the movement of the arms and legs, means I am going to move my legs while walking. We can move our legs. Without movement of the legs we can't walk, right? Without the movement of the hands we can't eat. Means we can't keep the food into our mouth. That all the movements are under the control of the brain only. And the function of many organs in our body are also under the control of brain. All the total functions of each and every part of our body is under the control of brain only. In the brain, there are two types of nervous systems are going to be present mainly. Those are the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. Let's see from where, means what are the components are going to be present mainly in the central nervous system, and what are the components are mainly present in the peripheral nervous system. Actually, the CNS, the central nervous system shortcut is the CNS. It is mainly composed of the brain and spinal cord. Within the combination of the brain and spinal cord, the central nervous system was composed. And coming to the peripheral nervous system, it is going to be composed of the spinal cord nerves, means the nerves which are going to be present in the spinal cord, those, and the branch from the spinal cord, and the cranial nerves that branch from the brain. Means the nerves which are going to be present in the spinal cord, and the branches of the nerves, or the branches of the nerves in the spinal cord, and the branches of the nerves in the cranial nerves, means the cranial nerves which are going to be present in the brain, those two are going to be composed the peripheral nervous system. Means the central nervous system is composed of the brain and spinal cord, and the peripheral nervous system is going to be made by the spinal nerves and the cranial nerves. In this way, the central and the peripheral nervous systems are going to play a major role in our body. Let's see. I already said that the brain is mainly composed of three parts. Let's see what are the roles played by those parts. Let's start brain. Actually, the brain is composed of cerebrum, cerebellum, brainstem. We all know that. In the previous slide, I also already said. Let's start with the cerebrum. The cerebrum is the largest part of the brain. I already shown the figure that where the cerebrum was located in the brain structure. So it was the largest part of the brain, and it is mainly composed of the right and left hemisphere. For example, imagine that this one is the cerebrum. It contains a left hemisphere and it also contains a right hemisphere. So by these two hemispheres only, the cerebrum is going to be composed. By the left and the right hemispheres, the cerebrum is going to be composed, and this cerebrum is going to perform the very higher functions, very recommended functions. Like what are the functions are going to be play under this cerebrum, means it is going to be interpreting the touch. Our touch means, if we, for example, if we touch any paper, or if you touch any bag, we can feel the variation between the bag or a book or any bag. So for which sake we are going to show getting variation for this means because of this cerebrum only. It is going to interpret the touch, changes of the touch, and it is also going to interpret the vision, our seeing nature. Means we can variate the color what we if we see a red color bag, and means for example in front of when we entered into the bag shop, bag store, here there different color bags can be present. For us, we can variate the colors in the bags only because of under the interpreter, because of the main role played by the cerebrum in our brain only. We are going to imagine that if this one is a red color bag, this one is a yellow color bag, we can going to interpret that only under the control of this cerebrum only. We are going to do that. And our hearing nature, and sometimes we can able to listen the low voice, sometimes we can able to listen the higher voice. Only the variation in the hearing also is under the control of this cerebrum only. As well as speech, our way of talking, our reasoning, way of conveying our reason for any situation, for our emotions. Means sometimes we may feel sad, sometimes we may feel happy, sometimes we may feel angry. All that emotions are going to triggered by these under the control of this cerebrum only. And our learning nature and fine control of the movement, our movements are also little bit fine movements are also under the control of this cerebrum. These are the different functions are going to play by this cerebrum, which is a main part of the brain. Let's see the next part. So these are the, means I already said that brain is composed of cerebrum, cerebellum, and the brainstem. This one is the cerebrum, and this one is the cerebellum, and this one is the brainstem. These three are the components which are going to be play a major role and which are going to be compose the brain. Now we studied about this cerebrum. So this cerebrum is mainly composed of the two parts. Thus that one is the left hemisphere and that one is the right hemisphere, and it is going to function in all the total normal functioning what is going on in our body, that is listening, writing, color changing, vision, all the sensing objects or activities are going to be under the control of this cerebrum only. Next see this next part, that one is the cerebellum. Actually the cerebellum is located under the cerebrum. Means see here, cerebellum is located under the cerebrum. This one is the cerebrum. Below the cerebellum is present. That's why it is said that the cerebellum is located under the cerebrum. What is the main function played by this cerebellum means it is going to coordinate the muscle movement. Means if we are going to walk, or if we are going to pick any object from the land, if we are going to bend, if we are going to dance, if we are going to jump, all that movements are under the control of the muscle only. The muscle movement is going to be coordinated by this cerebellum only, which is the main part of the brain, and it is also maintains a posture and the balance, our appearance, our activity, our balancing nature, our movements, all are under the control of this cerebellum only. All the senses are controlled by the cerebrum, and all the movements, all the muscle movements, our balancing nature, our posture, our appearance nature, all under the control of this cerebellum. Let's see the next one, that is the brainstem. The brainstem is going to play a, and it also acts as a relay center connecting the, means it is going to be act as a relay center for connecting the cerebrum to the cerebellum. It is going to act, means let's see, we can see that it is acting like a stick which is going to hold the cerebellum with the cerebrum. That is the main role played by this brainstem, and it is also going to connect the cerebrum and the cerebellum to the spinal cord. We all know that. Let's wait. This one is the brain. Here to the above back part, the spinal cord may be present, right? Let's imagine this one is the spinal cord. Here this one is the brainstem. This brainstem is going to connect the cerebrum and the cerebellum to the spinal cord. This is the main function is going to be played by this brainstem. and it is also performing many automatic functions. Many automatic functions are going to be performed in our body, like breathing. It is not in our breathing is not in our control. Means if we want to breathe means then we can breathe. If you don't want to breathe means then we can hold. It is not under our control. It is a spontaneous action. It's an automatic action that is under the control of this brainstem only. And our heart rate is also not under our control. It is an actually what I have to say means it is a spontaneous action. It's an automatic action. Our body temperature is also the automatic. Our waking up of wake and sleep cycles means when we want to wake up, when we want to sleep, it is not under our control. It is an automatic process. Our digestion, our sneezing, our coughing, vomiting and swallowing, all are the automatic process which is not under our control. These are the spontaneous actions. All the spontaneous, all the automatic actions are under the control of this brainstem only. This brainstem is going to regulate that automatic actions in our body. These are the different parts which are going to be composed in our brain. I think you may understand that what are the main parts are going to be play a major role in the brain, and what are the functions are going to be controlled under these organs, or means under these parts of the brain. I think you like this video. If you like this video, please do subscribe, share and like. In the next video, I'm going to upload more about the brain and what are the lobes are going to be present in the brain. In the next video I'm going to upload. If you like this video, please do subscribe, share and like. Thank you so much.